Hello, I hope you're doing fine. This is Luis and Henry, and today I would like to introduce to you our topic. So, there are going to be two topics, to be honest, and the first one is 7 Years War. It is said that this war begins in 1756, and also people know this war because it is said that this one was the one like the first real war ever. So that's why it's very well known by people. And next, as it is said here, the 7 Years War between 1756 and 1763 was a global conflict, right? So this was the first global conflict ever, like on the world. So it was like the first global conflict that people came to face, right? I struggle, and it was because I struggled for global primacy between Britain and France, which also had a major impact on the Spanish Empire. So if you can note here, so the conflict which was which was happening between Britain and France also affected the Spanish Empire. Next. And before telling you how this war ending up, I would like to tell you that it is said that this war began because of Frederick the Great of Prussia, because he invaded Saxony and also Bohemia. And so there were like two treaties from this war. And the first one is the Treaty of Hoverstones, granting Silesia to Prussia and enhanced Frederick the Great's power. As you can see, Frederick was looking like for power, right? So why? So that's why he appears on the treaties. The Treaty of Paris between France, Spain, and Great Britain through colonial lines largely in favor of the British, an outcome that would later influence the French to intervene in the war for American independence. As you can see here, American independence was also a treaty from this war. So my classmate is going to continue talking about another topic which was like in the same time, so like between the same time than the 7 Years War. Go ahead.
Okay, as my partner said, um, we're going to talk about two topics. The first one was the 7 Year War. That was the topic that my partner explained. And the second topic is the reign of George III begins. That's the one that I'm going to explain you. Um, this event happened on 1760. Uh, George III became the king of Britain and Ireland. And this happened because of that time these two countries were mixed. Um, they were one. And this happened that George III became a king. This happened because of the death of his grandfather, George II. Uh, George III was working on trying to end the 7 Year War. And as you know, as my partner said, um, at the same time this event occurred or this event happened, uh, in that time, the 7 Year War was happening. So George III and his parliament were trying to end the 7 Year War. And um, giving you a detail, Spain joined this 7 Year War. uh, because the two principal uh, countries were England and France. So Spain joined the 7 Year War, but years later. So this this is everything for today, and thank you for paying attention. Have a nice day.